Need some inspo for your at-home watering hole?
Well, we've got you covered with a rundown of easy and delicious drinks, so sit back and chill.
And grab an adult beverage of your choice. We are hitting a Jetsetter cocktail hour with you.
And hi everyone, and cheers.
Ready to get together for a responsible and social distancing cocktail party?
Well, we've got you covered with a rundown of easy and delicious drinks, so sit back and chill.
Well, we've put together a couple of our most beloved cocktails that are easy to make and yummy to enjoy, so you can have fun without the stress.
And that's what it's all about, right? Now we begin with the Konghattan.
And what can we say about the Konghattan? It was completely inspired by Hong Kong, one of our favorite cities in the world.
It's a sophisticated cocktail with just a few urbane ingredients. We created it in the JW Marriott Lounge in Hong Kong, and it exudes a very chic style.
You will love this cocktail because it is sublime and charming, just like Hong Kong. And it is the perfect pre-dinner drink.
And mixing the spirits from different cultures reminded us of the international feel of Hong Kong that we hope continues.
Absolutely. We love you, Hong Kong. Thank you for always inspiring us.
Now next we visit a refreshing summer drink that you can easily whip up anytime.
Cheers, everybody. So here is another cocktail for you, and this one is called the Jetsetter Grapefruit Splash. And I made this up one day because I happened to find some ruby red grapefruit vodka, and it's a little different than regular grapefruit vodka because it's got this really pretty pink color, and I kind of fell in love with it and just randomly made these ingredients together and put them all together. You're going to see it in a second, and oh my God, it's so delicious. I just love it. I'm kind of addicted to it.
Now, this is a good summer drink. It'd be a great tropical drink for you if you were going to the Caribbean, but you could really drink this all year round. And
yeah.
It's sweet, it's sour, and yet it's fresh.
Yeah, it's fresh, super fresh. I mean, it's great in the summer, and it's got this great tangy flavor from the grapefruit, but it's got a little sweetness, but not too much. So that's why I love it. So check out how we made it. Now, once you bake it, you are going to be as addicted as we are to it. I mean, you can't stop drinking it. If you love grapefruit, you will be addicted to it because it's got just such a great flavor.
To me, it reminds me of like a Saturday afternoon drink.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, you're just kind of hanging out, and you got friends around. You don't have anything too heavy, yet at the same time, too, you want something that's going to jump off your tongue. And
yeah,
this
exactly.
is it. Yeah.
And I would say it's pretty healthy. I mean, the ruby red grapefruit vodka that I use, I happened to find by accident, but it's actually available, you know, in your grocery store. You'll probably find it. I found it there as well as in a specialty liquor store. But then I add the ruby red grapefruit splash of a little juice in there from that's the ruby red grapefruit from Trader Joe's. I like that one because it doesn't have any extra added sugars or anything like that. So that's what you want to look for. So it really makes it kind of healthy. It's got the diet tonic, and I think the tonic just gives it that little extra kick, you know, to make it refreshing and to make it a little more tangy. And so that's kind of the part that I love about it.
And the tonic is a key, and we eventually need to do a segment on this, but one of the things I find is that if I have a drink like a Mai Tai that's a little too sweet, if I put some tonic water in it, it actually cuts it, and you really get to enjoy the taste of the rum, and you're not just overly sweetened by it.
Exactly.
And
that's a great tip.
Yeah.
Great tip.
So I mean, it's one of the things you can do if you got something that's really too sweet for you, but you want to try it anyway. But that's
and
the best way to go.
really just brightens anything up, you know. But this is a nice, bright, refreshing, beautiful kind of a like summer day drink. But you know what? I'd have it in the winter by the fire too.
Oh, easily.
It's so good.
Yeah, and simple.
I love the brightness that this drink has, and that little bit of tartness from the grapefruit is perfect. Plus, it does have that pretty color.
As you can see here, and of course, color is so important to the taste of a drink. Well, not really. Now, I think the grapefruit splash is healthy for you because did you hear how sick I was with that head cold in that segment? I mean, I did feel better after this.
Now, when we come back, we've got something for you that is both delicious and healthy for you.
And welcome back. This is the perfect cocktail if you're trying to lose weight or maintain your weight, and it's easy to make too.
That is right. And you might want to pair it with some of our recipes, like the binge-watching quesadilla from another show that you can watch right here on our YouTube channel. Oh my God.
Good.
That is fabulous. I can't believe this is a skinny, low-calorie drink.
Well, and one of the reasons why the skinny margarita is getting so popular is because usually when you had margaritas with the store-bought stuff or even at restaurants, high in sugar, a lot of calories. So people got away from that, so they said, okay, let's make the skinny margarita. So how do you make a skinny margarita? It's actually pretty easy. And of course you gotta have tequila, and this is the tequila we got from Costco, and this is just a good sipping tequila.
It's very good. It's añejo, which I know I'm not a tequila aficionado, but I know añejo is very good.
Did you call somebody an ajo?
Don't even get started.
Okay.
The day's early.
That's right.
I need more skinny margarita.
So primarily what the ingredients are in this is you need freshly squeezed lime, freshly squeezed oranges. I made some simple syrup, add that in there, and then this is the agave sweetener, which is the organic kind, which is really good. And primarily those are the
ingredients. And we got that at
ingredients.
Trader Joe's.
We got that at Trader Joe's.
So it's a blend of Costco and Trader Joe's.
So for the most part, all you do is you squeeze the limes out. And for each drink, it's about 2.5 ounces of lime juice. And then it is about 2 ounces of orange juice. So you make that first. Then you put the tequila in a mixer, and I did it in a mixer like a martini. I just think it's easier that way. A lot of people like to do the kind where you put it in a blender and you make it frozen. That's great for the summer. I think you lose the taste of the tequila.
Yeah,
I think the way the margarita was supposed to be made was to be made on the rocks. So I do it like it's a martini though. 2 ounces of tequila in, then the 2 ounces of lime juice, 2 ounces of orange juice. You can put whatever you want as far as the simple syrup goes. I put in a tablespoon of simple syrup, and then I put in a teaspoon of the agave. Mixed it together. I took the lime wedge and I rubbed the edge of the glass, put it in salt, put some ice in, and then just pour it. And so this is what you get. Now some people who really want that overly sweet margarita, this is not it.
Yeah,
Would you
this
agree?
is like tangy, but it's so full of great fresh fruit. And I want to mention, it's a skinny margarita because you made the simple syrup with stevia,
That's right.
not sugar, which makes it super healthy, to be honest. It's very healthy and skinny.
Yeah, and one of the things that I do, it wouldn't necessarily be a skinny margarita, and one of the things that I have founded over the years is I put a little apricot brandy in it. It makes a very distinct margarita. You can't get it in any Mexican restaurant. So if you want to wow your friends about something that's distinct and unique that you have in your house, put a little apricot brandy in there. So that's what this is, and this is low in calorie. If you just get the Jose Cuervo mix in the store, just the mix itself, just an ounce, is like 110 calories.
Oh yeah, that thing's nothing but sugar.
Yeah.
I mean, having the fresh fruit, having the stevia, you're mixing it all in a martini shaker, so you don't even need a blender if you don't have a blender. And I mean, to be honest, I like all my drinks on the rocks. I don't really like anything blended because it just gets that chill, and you can't really taste it, like you said. But this is absolutely fabulous. It's nice and tangy, sweet. You know, you could drink these all day long, to be honest.
Yeah, and for other people who love the burnt taste of the tequila, put a little bit more tequila in there and a little bit less of the lime and the orange juice.
Sure.
So
yeah.
you kind of get those three combos in there. Some people love the extra burnt. I'm actually that way too. I like a little bit extra of that burnt. I want to taste my tequila in my margarita.
Yeah, I want tequila with limes and oranges and stevia.
Cool.
Perfect.
Now, sometimes with the margarita mixes, you can get some extra calories you might not want. This really cuts down on it, and it's even fresher.
What I really like is that you are getting a big infusion of vitamin C from all that citrus, and that helps boost your immune system naturally.
Yes, all that fresh squeezing is really worth it. Now, next up, we've got a classic for you, and that's when we come back.
Welcome back and cheers. We hope you're enjoying this episode of some of our easiest cocktails. And this next one just might give you a British accent.
That's exactly right, dear. You'll feel like you're toasting Winston Churchill, who said, "This drink saved more British men and minds." We say, bring on the Jetsetter Gin and Tonic.
This is like a true Jetsetter style. We've done a little twist again in it, and you'll see that in just a little bit. But you know what? To me, the gin and tonic is just like the quintessential classic kind of Sunday afternoon drink, where you're just relaxing and you're hanging out, and it's refreshing, but it's also got flavor.
Well, and what we've done with this is we've added some of the fruit to it, so you get the orange, the lemon, and the lime, which makes it even better. So,
oh yeah.
So actually, let's show you. This is one of the easy drinks to make.
Very easy.
Let's show you what it looks like. Really just a short while ago, if you wanted a gin and you wanted a great gin, the Brits did it right.
Yes,
They
absolutely.
Did right. We talk about
so
Hendrick's
true.
gin. Mm-hmm. Hendrick's gin is fabulous. And what's so cool about this one is we used a gin made from California grapes, and that is a superb gin. Just try it.
Tastes just like gin.
Yeah.
It doesn't have really, I mean, the consistency, I think you had said it before, consistency is a little more like a grape. Like you can tell that the flavor, it's got the juniper, it's got the herbs, it's got, a bunch of stuff that they put in there that really makes it delicious. I love the citrus part of it because it's just something about combining the orange, the lemon, and the lime, it really gives you a different combination of flavors mixed together, like you said, with the quinine, with the gin and the juniper. It's a great herbally kind of citrus herbal drink. It's very refreshing.
I see it as a summer drink more than anything else. Mm-hmm. Could I have it in the winter, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I'd have this in the winter by the fireplace, definitely.
And it just screams British Empire. And I go,
It
you know,
does,
you
yes.
and I have had, in our families, we have roots from the
Yeah.
United Kingdom.
Absolutely.
And when you think of the citrus in there, the reason why they were called or nicknamed limeys, which was a derogatory term, was because they would suck on limes all the time, because that's what gave them the vitamin C when they were in
to fight off the different things for
Absolutely.
their immune system. Makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So it's an immunity protection drink as well,
Yeah.
if you think about it.
And there's so much history in the gin and tonic. And if you get a chance, just take a look and look it up. But this is just a
Oh, it's
great
superb.
go-to.
I love it. And it's just a sophisticated drink, and really you can serve it in any glass. We put it in a highball. You could put it in anything, and it's going to be a sophisticated drink. It's just, because it's British. Of course.
Yes.
What do you expect?
Of course.
So if you need to have the recipe, we've got it for you on undercoverjetsetter.com.
It's so
Just
difficult.
click on mixology, and we'd love you to go try it out, and then tweet us at UC Foodie TV. Let us know what you think about it and how you like it, and if you have any other twists or ideas on the gin and tonic or any other cocktail for that matter, let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
Plus, on the mixology page is pretty pictures. Yes. So,
Check us out on Instagram too, by the way.
That's
Undercover
true.
Jetsetter.
Yeah.
We're on
We'll
Instagram
talk
now,
about
so we'd love to interact with you on Instagram too.
Now, what Churchill said is so true, because this drink was actually originally created by British troops in India to protect themselves from malaria. So you might want to make a few of these for yourself right now.
Yeah, but it didn't really stop that same head cold I had. And let me ask you this, were you upset for that derogatory term, limey, I used about us?
Okay, well, next up, we are sharing two of our all-time favorite summer cocktails, and they'll become yours too. So freshen up your drink, and we will see you after the break.
And welcome back. We've got two cocktails that are perfect for summertime, but you can make them year-round, and they will always take you back to that summer day.
The first one is a sangria, and I know you have a penchant for sangrias, especially when you're cleaning out the fridge.
And I am the king of cleaning out the fridge and trying to make some crazy combos, but this wasn't one of mine.
Surprisingly, this is a sangria that I actually discovered. Check it out.
Now, it's called Summer Sangria, but we think this is a fabulous drink to make anytime and anywhere.
That's right, and we put it to the Undercover Jetsetter test by making it in two different places.
I made it in Las Vegas.
And I am in sunny Sunset Beach, North Carolina.
So cheers to you from fabulous Las Vegas. Now, I love this drink because it is tangy and fresh and citrusy, but not too sweet like many sangrias could be. What do you think?
Well, first of all, cheers from North Carolina, and here goes. Oof, I agree. I still taste a bit of that rosé in there. This is a great combo for the tropics, or certainly on a summer day.
So there you have it, the perfect sangria no matter where you are.
So now let's find out how you make it.
First, assemble your ingredients. You'll need a pitcher, 1 lime, 1 orange, and 1 grapefruit. Then get the fun stuff. Pink grapefruit vodka, a decent rosé wine, one that you would consider sipping, and pink or red ruby grapefruit juice. Now quarter your lime, orange, and grapefruit and pile them into the pitcher. Next, add 1 cup of pink grapefruit vodka. We like to chill it in the fridge or freezer first. Then add 1 cup of pink grapefruit juice. And last, add 1 bottle or 3 cups of the rosé wine. We got this big bottle at Trader Joe's, which offers a great selection of rosés during the summer season, by the way. So we added 3 cups, which is about 1 750 milliliter bottle of wine. Then refrigerate for at least 1 hour or up to 8 hours. Serve over ice in a pretty sangria goblet and garnish with a mint sprig if you like. Check out this cocktail recipe and more on undercoverjetsetter.com.
Now, did you notice we were practicing for COVID long before the pandemic by doing the summer sangria virtually?
Yes, we were doing virtual long before virtual became so popular. Let's just say we are true early adopters.
All right, and now we take you to the tropics with the Jetsetter Mai Tai.
It is paradise in a glass. Get ready to summon that cabana boy.
Oh, Cabana Boy!
Cheers, everyone, or I should say aloha. We are going to Mai Tai land today, and John has made for us a delicious Mai Tai, not your traditional Mai Tai, but even better.
A little different. I'm a little nervous about this because you were a Hawaii resident for many years, so you know good Mai Tais.
Yeah, well, I am kind of a Mai Tai-aholic. Yeah, I love tiki bars too.
Yeah. So this is something in Hawaii. We've actually had it when we've been in Asia and tried it different ways. And there's many different ways to do a Mai Tai. I do mine a little different. So one of the things that I do, I use 3 different rums. So I'll use a gold rum, I'll use a spiced rum. Costco's a really good spiced rum. And then I'll use the dark rum. So at first I'm going to put in an ounce of the gold, an ounce of the spice, and only a half of the dark at first, and you understand why.
And that's per drink.
That's per drink. And this is the key. You put in about a half ounce, maybe an ounce of amaretto. That's an Italian liqueur. And to me, that's what makes a Mai Tai a Mai Tai. And the irony is that you have an Italian liqueur that makes a Hawaiian drink go boom, which is great. Then I take fresh squeezed orange juice. So I take an ounce of that. I take about half of an ounce of a fresh squeezed lime. I put some mango juice in there, and then pineapple juice. So those are the key.
Now, do you always have to use mango juice, or you mentioned cranberry?
I think you should use mango and pineapple. That should be the basis of it. So I would say, yeah, I would think you should. You got to have some orange in there. If you had guava juice is good. Cranberry, to me, is a nice choice. Again, make it the way you want to do it. So you mix that up, you mix it all together, and then you use the float. You go back to the dark rum.
Gotta have the float.
You gotta have the float.
Not a Mai Tai without the float.
And put the float on there. So if you're going to sip it, you're going to get a lot more of the dark rum. So the dark rum and the amaretto, to me, are what really makes the taste of it. So if you're gonna sip it, you're gonna get a bit of the dark rum right off the top, which for some people is great. For other people, throw a straw in there. So this way
Mix
you're
it
gonna,
about.
or you're just gonna get everything in there once you get the straw in there. So
Oh.
you can do that. You can make a Mai Tai on your own the way you like it. Some people like it a lot sweeter. I like mine just a little bit on the tart side because I want to taste the rum. I like the rum taste in there. So now the other thing you can do is, which you should be doing, is putting maraschino cherries and maraschino juice in there.
No, do not do that.
Oh no?
He's mean to me. I hate maraschinos. They're the bane of existence. Do not use that horrible, dreadful stuff. If you want to have cherries, eat fresh, lovely cherries. They're very delicious. Maraschino cherries are just cherries soaked in sugar for like years, and they're old and they're bitter and they're sweet, all combined together. They're yucky. You don't want to have them.
There you have it. Commentary on a maraschino cherry.
But basically
with
what
your
you're
Mai
saying,
Tai.
so what you're saying is the key. Really, this is kind of a great flexible drink, because if you've got cranberry juice, pineapple, mango, whatever it is, you can kind of throw it in there. Really the key is if you have the amaretto and you have the dark rum float, obviously with the other rums.
I would say those two are the necessity as far as the alcohol goes. And you can pick whatever rum you want. You might want to have a clear rum. You might want to do like a Malibu, something like that instead.
Oh, that'd be good.
So it
Like
just
coconut?
varies. It just varies upon your taste. I mean, coconut's a good addition to it. The great thing is that it just brings out the islands. So especially Hawaii, and there should be nothing strict about a Mai Tai. It should be what you feel. But I would say those two liquors, you got to have the dark rum and you got to have the amaretto, and just a little bit of those in there. That's what changes it. Make sure you're going to have the pineapple in there, and make sure you're also going to have the mango in there.
Yeah, no, and what I love about it is you've come up with something completely different, and yet it tastes delicious, and it's all fresh ingredients, not ingredients with a lot of sugar and a lot of preservatives that you don't need in your life. It's really a healthy Mai Tai, which
it is traditional in the sense that you've made it from all natural things, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And we should also say that rum obviously has a little bit more sugar in it than most of them, so just be a little careful with it. And because there is a lot of liquor in there, drink it at home and stay at home.
Yeah, at home's a good place to have it.
Yeah.
But Tre Bella.
Yeah, mahalo. Now, that tip about the amaretto came from a guy named Shane who owns Tahiti Nui, now a bar on the Hawaiian island of Kauai, and that was way back in the early 1990s.
You know, I would love to pair this Mai Tai with those teriyaki cheeseburgers from our recipe show. That would be super delicious.
Oh, yeah, and we have a tendency to pair lots of rum drinks with Asian meals, especially when they're spicy. The sweet kind of cuts it.
We hope that you have enjoyed these cocktails. You can find them all on undercoverjetsetter.com/mixology2. Let us know what you think in the comments here.
And you can also find us on Facebook or Instagram at Undercover Jetsetter, and also on Twitter at UCFoodieTV.
Now, like some of our shows and other episodes that we've done, we are shooting these shows during the coronavirus pandemic. We know it is tough for everyone, so we hope that we are bringing a little joy and a little fun into your lives.
That's right. We hope that the food brings everyone together, and we hope that you find something in this show to safely share with your family and friends. So please, stay healthy.
Cheers.
Cheers.